Today we're going to be looking at Peter Grill in The Philosopher's Time. This is going to be a review and a should you watch. We're going to look at the different themes. As always, when I review an anime, I set it up by major themes. So the first themes you're going to see in this review are going to be the major themes, and then we'll go on to some other topics about the anime. So you'll get the best part, the most main part of the anime starting off, and it's fan service. So this does not hide in any way its fan service. The uncensored version that is on the very newly released Blu-ray, actually comes out in 4 days, is it shows pretty much everything. You're gonna get nipples and stuff in every episode, and fan service is pretty much what you're here for. And to go along with that fan service, there are 5 different female characters. So it is a harem, and it is a harem comedy. The comedy is the second category that I think you're going to get a lot of in this. It is funny. I found the situations and stuff unusual enough in a harem anime. I've seen a lot of harem anime, and this one sets things up a little differently. So I found that it was refreshing that this situation, even though it's still a harem, still got the same kind of situations for the most part. It is a little different than what you see a lot of the other harems, but comedy was a big theme throughout. I would say 70% of the episodes were heavily focused on comedy, and then that leads us into drama. There's a little bit of story and drama that goes on here. It's not all funny bits and gags and roses. So there's a little bit of drama just to kind of keep the plot going, keep it from being, just a spoof of itself as far as just fan service, just comedy. So the story is a little more well-rounded than you might find in some of the harem anime, because it does stretch its legs a little bit here and there. The action, there is approximately 3 episodes with some decent action out of the 12. So you're not getting a lot of action here. Most of the episodes rely on comedic events and situations, but there are a few action bits. I mean, it does revolve around a character who is supposedly the strongest character in the world, because they just won the tournament for the I guess the affections of the character, the main character that he's after, the female lead. So there is just a little bit of action. Art style. The art style is, I would call, just above standard. It's just slightly better than what I think you would get in a lot of anime. So it's not bad. It's not great. It's a little bit above standard. Man, the Blu-ray costs $100 depending on what discounts you get. I think 130 is the retail price, and obviously, you're going to get a certain percentage of discounts. Sentai Filmworks is putting this out, and a lot of their anime and videos is just very high when they come out. Look for a sale on this one. Sentai Filmworks does run sales occasionally, but I would imagine this one is going to be expensive for quite some time. The manga is released by Seven Seas. There's 9 total volumes of this, and the English translation, I believe, volume 6 or 7 is out, so still have a few more volumes before the full English manga set is out. And then reviews for this. I'm giving this a high review because of the fact that I like fan service and comedy are probably my 2 favorite categories. And as far as harem anime is one of my favorite categories. So this gets a very high review from me. But if you don't like those categories, if that's not the kind of anime you're into, then the reviews are more mediocre and mild. This is definitely not for everybody. So take that for what you will and enjoy the anime for what it is. If you like fan service and comedy, then this is possibly a top shelf, because I rate things on the top shelf. Would you like to own a copy? Would you like to just see it once is the second category I use, which I just call watch. And then skip is the third category. And for me, this is a top shelf. I probably will try to get a copy of this at some point, because I can see myself watching this more than once, several times. And so I'd like to get a copy of that. Not everybody's going to feel that way. And overall, one of the things I found refreshing about this anime is the fact that for those of you who like harem anime, this protagonist is not your standard wimpy, undecisive character. He's a strong character put in situations that he just can't find himself a way to get out of. And there is a certain amount of sexual release in this video, in this anime, because he does get with several of the characters. Not the one that he's interested in, not the character that he wants to be with, but he does have his sexual desires fulfilled, which in a harem anime can be very unusual, because a lot of those sexual desires are often repressed and unfulfilled for comedic value. This one is almost exactly the opposite, and that's kind of why I find it so refreshing for harem anime. Well, that's my thoughts. If you like harem anime, if you like fan service, if you like comedy, this could be very well something that you would want to check out. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. This is an Ogre review. See you for the next video.